Untamed TV. Untamed. Untamed.
Hey, Farrell.
Yes?
Random question. Why is there a hand behind my head?
Because there's a hand behind your head because it's somebody playing a board game.
Oh!
And we have Dan from SaltCon. You're an organizer, per se?
One of the
correct?
SaltCon organizers.
And what exactly is SaltCon? I mean, I know what it is, but a lot of people don't know what
Maybe
SaltCon
the
is.
people at home don't.
SaltCon is a convention for board gamers. It's very focused on board games, and it's where for 4 days everyone can come, and the focus is on playing board games. So we have a library of over 1,000 board games that you can come and just check out, try out, and we have teachers there that can show you how to play it. And that's really the focus, is just people coming together to play these games that they love and the games that are new coming out, all that
Yeah, I
kind of
was
stuff.
just going to ask that. I'm sure there's a lot of new games that people haven't even heard of.
Yeah, one of our big events that we do is we get several of the games that are hard to find or not quite out yet that everyone really wants to play, and we set them up on a few tables, and we get some volunteers, and they learn how to play all the games, and so they are there on staff all the time to teach you how to play those games. And these three right here are some of those.
Wow.
Like Yokohama's not out yet. Terraforming Mars has been out of print, not out of print exactly, but hard to find for months.
These are like hardcore. Like,
right.
so I
Perfect.
grew up, knowing Monopoly,
Yeah.
Sorry, Life. Those are the games that people know. These are like new and interesting.
Yeah, well,
And there's lots of pieces.
with like all the electronics and stuff out now and like all the video game system, I didn't think people even played board games anymore.
Oh, it is exploding. There's so many people, especially in this area, there's so many people who are playing board games now with their own family, with their friends. In fact, I met somebody down in Texas when I was at a board game convention down there and started talking to them about board games, and they live here in Harriman. And so they they went all the way to Texas to go to a board game convention because they didn't know we had
They didn't
one
know SaltCon.
right here. Yeah, they didn't know about
Oh,
SaltCon.
wow.
So now that I told them about it, now they're coming to the convention. They volunteered for me last year. They're in a new game group down in Harriman, and it's just all over.
I think the best thing about board games is because like video games is pretty much you're just locked in
Solo.
yourself. You know what I mean? You talk to people online or whatever. But with a board game, most families, not mine because it's dysfunctional, but most families can sit down, play a board game, and talk with each other. It's a social event, not so much just focused on the TV screen.
It is. It is so great to be able to sit down and just face to face be interacting and be playing together. And a lot of times when we get together with my friends, for example, we have a game on the table, and that kind of is what we're doing, I guess.
Right.
But really, the fun is the people you're playing with. So the games are amazing, by the way. They're so much fun. But a lot of the new games nowadays are designed to keep everybody engaged all the time.
Right.
Some of the old games you would have long space between your turns, or you could get eliminated early on. But a lot of these games, you're in it till the end, and you have a chance to win until the end. So you're there the whole time playing and having fun, and it's a great experience.
And it shows you like how many hours. So like I like to know what I'm getting into. I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, it's 4 hours in. It's like, and then I'm going to the bathroom, and then you never come back.
Yeah.
Take your piece with you. But these are pretty invested. So, what else is that SaltCon?
So at SaltCon, it's, like I said, it's a board game-centric convention. But we have a lot of kinds of events. So we've got the game set up, we've got the game library. We also have a lot of board game companies that come and show off all their new games. Like some of our big ones are Eagle Griffin Games, Tasty Minstrel Games. They're the ones bringing this Yokohama to the States. Mayday Games. We also have other board game related companies like Daedalus Productions who make just custom inserts for the games that help you set them up really fast and keep it organized. You were talking about organizing earlier. Some of these companies are all about organizing your games and making them easier to play. And
Do you ever have, sorry, Carol,
Go
do you ever have like indie game people that come and,
We do. Actually, in fact, there's another part of another event we do at SaltCon called the Ion Award Game Design Convention.
Oh, nice.
Or convention. The Ion Award Game Design Competition. And that's where we get game designs that are not yet published that they all submit, and we get a bunch of judges that are volunteers in the industry that run game companies and things like that. And the finalists of all of those games that we got submitted, we got over 50 games submitted this year. And the final 4 in each category are coming to present to the finalist judges at the convention. And whoever wins gets a nice little plaque. But also for the last 6 years or so, the winners and some of the finalists have gotten their games published.
Right.
So it's a great opportunity for them to come and get exposure to their game.
Exposure.
And kind of make introductions with some of these companies that are looking for these great new games that haven't been published yet.
Nice. It's like book publishing, but for games.
For games, yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Or
getting
music.
pretty big too, because I think over 25% of our game submissions this year were international, coming from other countries. And
So
we have
word's
judges
word's
working
getting
from
out
other
about
countries
the
too.
little
I love
local,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I just like that. I think people crave human connection.
they do. And like a convention, sometimes I think, or at least when I started, the first time I came to one of these conventions, I came all by myself, and it was just a little event with like 100 people. But the crowd, the types of people that play board games are so welcoming and so inviting. And so you come to an event, it's grown so much. We're probably expecting over 1,200 people this year at SaltCon. But you can walk in, and even if you don't know anybody, as you walk into games and they're starting a game, everyone is so welcoming to just let you sit down,
Right.
and they'll teach you the game and they'll get you involved. It's a great community. It's really what has made this convention grow so much. Is all the great
awesome.
people.
That's what I was going to say. We went down there and done our crowd surfing show down there. We went and interviewed people and stuff. And they're like that. They're like, well, do you want to sit down and play the game? It's like, well, I'm kind of busy. Maybe later I can come back. But yeah, people are so nice. But not only do they have board games, there's people there that make like super fancy, super balanced dice. And you can get all kinds of, anything game related is down there.
Yeah, that's right. And there's even some big events that you can only do in a setting with so many people. Like there's this game called SaltCon, and they're doing a live version. I don't know if you remember playing like Gotcha in the 80s, where in this convention everyone gets assigned a target, and then everyone's got a name badge because you're a ticket at the convention. But everyone gets a target, and secretly you're trying to find your target while not letting whoever is seeking you find you.
That's fun.
And you kind of work it down until you get to the final people trying to assassinate
I did
each
that
other.
once. I went to this thing called Indiecade, and they have all kinds of games with, indie games, but board games as well, but then those interactive games. But we were zombies.
Yeah.
But it was cool because you didn't know who was like the zombie and not. And when you fought your target.
You can shoot 'em.
Yeah, I'm just rambling.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah.
So you have games like from simple, easy, like checkers, all the way up to super involved games that take a time, and you have to have people know what they're doing.
We do, yeah, and like I say, there's teachers for all those. But some of these games, like Yokohama is about a 90-minute game. Terraforming Mars is about 2 hours. Energy Empire is about 1 hour. And we also have lighter games that only take like 15 minutes to play. In fact, I think we'll have a room full of all these social deduction games where you get into a group and you get secret roles and you're trying to guess who each other is during the game, and you have different objectives. And so, yeah, you can have small groups, you can have big groups, short games, long games.
I like Slapjack.
That's a good game.
Yeah. Somebody ends up getting hurt inevitably in it. So do you guys have a website? I know you have a Facebook
We do,
page.
yeah. So saltcon.com. You can go there and get tickets to the event and learn about the events. We have sign-ups on there for a lot of the games that are scheduled.
Oh, you
and
can
things
Oh,
like
you
that.
have scheduled
pre and
games.
list.
Yeah, we have some. So for another thing, if you're coming for the first time, it's nice sometimes to just sign up for some games so you know exactly what you're
Right.
doing. But for myself, I love to just show up and find something in the library that looks interesting and check it out, and then just put up a sign that says I want some players,
Right.
and then people just come and sit down and play with me, and it's
Yeah, I've seen
so
that. You have
amazing.
signs that say players wanted, and then teachers wanted, and then even some people walk around with a sign that says they're a teacher, so if someone's looking for someone teaching the game, they can flag them down and say, hey, I
Yeah,
wanna play
exactly.
That's nice.
And it's so funny because when you put up a teacher's wanted sign, there's people who are there just to play, but they happen to see the teacher's wanted sign and they happen to know the game you're playing, and so they just stop and teach you how to play the game before they go and start playing their game. So
So you don't have to have a degree to be a teacher, Amy, in this particular room.
All right.
it helps, but you don't have to have it.
I love it.
So
SaltCon.com.
SaltCon. Yeah, we get it eventually. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
He's
And
even been to the event.
yeah, I've been to the event. I don't know.
He's just.
Where's the
hitting
event
head.
this year? What's the date and where's it at?
It's at the Davis Conference Center, and it's March 2nd through the 5th. It's a Thursday through Sunday.
So
all day long, and you can play games all night long. If you want
Ooh.
to stay up all night.
You know what? I think I remember something out there. They had like
Night long.
24-hour games.
Yep.
Something were going. People
Yeah,
are playing
people
all
play
night.
all night long.
Are there prizes?
There are.
Woo! I'm going.
I think we have over 1,000 games to give away.
Nuh-uh.
So there's a lot of opportunity for
Up
them.
to and including
I'm very
slapjack.
competitive.
Are you? Well, if you're too competitive, we have like role-playing games where you can get in and then fight with each other, like pretend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was going to say a boxing ring because I'm all about that.
I'm not like evil competitive. It's healthy competition. But I just like to win.
You just like to win.
Yeah.
So make sure you go down, you check out SaltCon. It is a great event. It's a lot of fun, and
Don't be shy. Check out the website and sign up for things that way.
you can enjoy it.
And you can go by yourself.
You can go by yourself. You can meet a lot of people there, and just
prefer that.
from going to events like this, I now have friends all the way from St. George to Tremont into Idaho and beyond.
Yeah.
You know, it's incredible.
That's what I need.
Do you do game meetups?
We do, yeah. Sometimes there's throughout the year actually around here. There's so many.
That's fun.
Oh, I just had a genius idea.
Well, I helped you
Are you
with
ready for
it.
this? Yeah, you'd actually.
I
get it.
massaged that idea right out of your
Yes.
brain.
You know what you need to do? You need to have like a singles game thing, or like single people can meet up and
Where they
play
can meet
games.
up and
yeah.
play
Oh,
games.
like Christian date or J date? You have
Yeah.
game date.
Yeah.
Genius. We're
Word.
copywriting that.
Bring the event to SaltCon. We'll let you run it there.
Awesome. Okay. It's like a speed game date.
Yes.
thing.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Play a lot of slapjack.
We'll have to write down the protocol.
That's what I like. Oh.
All right. Well,
Amazing.
thank you so much, Dan.
Thank you, and come play some of these games. I have had a
Absolutely.
chance to play these, and they're all amazing. And I would
They
be happy
look
to teach them to
re-
you.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I like that.
Perfect.
Awesome. See you there.
Arcade.